Alright guys and girls, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel today. We'll just have a little bit of a little talk debate. Now, just been reading up about this Covid-19 apparently, right? Everybody's got to stay in now, so the whole country is on lockdown, which a lot of people are actually disobeying them at the moment, the country. And now the police are enforcing their actions, and you could either get a fine or you could actually end up going to prison, which means all the prisoners, all the people who are disobeying it, all the actual proper people actually disobeying it, are going to basically go to prison, and then you're going to give the virus to the other people if you do have the virus yourself. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Mum? Huh? Now, say basically, if they've got the coronavirus or whatever, and they end up going to prison, and they're ended up there with loads of other people, what's going to happen? Is the prisoners are going to get it, aren't they? And then you're basically putting the prisoners at risk. And also, actually, how's people supposed to pay for fines? I mean, this is becoming more of a...
The prison officers.
Oh, and it puts the prison officers and the prison wardens at risk as well. Unless they're going to have some sort of concentration camp, which then you're still putting people at risk. So there's a no win-win situation, guys and girls. And I think, to be honest, people going out and about, lovely sunny day, right? Loads of sunshine at the moment, right? Lovely sun coming down, right? Which is actually getting warmer now. I was doing some of my front lawn earlier today and all that. Cutting it, but apparently they're trying to keep kids into their houses now. So basically, if parents could get in trouble now and have their kids taken off them if they don't do it properly and keep their children indoors and stuff. And I think, here we go, there's a bit of dictatorship there already, guys and girls, coming into it. I mean, obviously, right, if you want to keep away from the COVID-19, right, just keep away from people entirely. Don't walk towards them. That's the whole thing. I mean, you can only give someone an infection if you're right next to them.
But Boris Johnson's okay.
But yeah, like I said,
got his job.
I put on Twitter earlier.
For him and his family.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and all these people that are employed, guys and girls, right? Just found out 3.3 million people are signing on right now. There was apparently 150,000 people yesterday on the phone to, was it the DWP?
Yeah.
The working pensions and all that.
But Boris is saying, I'm okay, my family's okay,
Yeah.
I've got a roof over my head,
and actually,
I've got a roof over my family's head, and number 10 down the street.
Yeah, so I mean, he's not going to be worried about it because he's still getting this big pay packet and all that.
Oh, that's big palatable. I reckon wouldn't you?
Yeah, I bet you, for instance, I bet he is actually still getting paid, even though he's in his house because he's on his computer and all his TV, so you can see all those little screens. Even though he's protecting himself, guys and girls, right? And he's in his house and he's talking to the EU and all the people on the screen, right? And he's keeping himself locked up and isolated, right? There is then, I bet he's still getting paid to be the Prime Minister of the UK. And you guys and girls who are out of work at the moment, out of pocket, right?
And like Boris said, I'm okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
I don't care about you lots.
Yeah, he don't care about you lot. He don't care if you're on the street in the next, next couple of months. Because then don't forget, you guys and girls employed, right? Obviously, you're going to have a little bit of money to fall back on at the moment if you are actually putting your money away, right? And you've got it in the bank. But how long will that last? How long will that last?
And I'll tell you something else that's funny. He does not know when he said people's got sick.
Yeah, he doesn't know how people live.
How can he say that to a person who's in his 50s, who doesn't have any sort of brains, he doesn't understand anything, and then he said, I'll do what I like.
Yeah, so I got this half brother of mine, right? I've shown loads of videos what he's like on there, right? On my channel, right? And what he does, like, if you talk to him and all that, and you tell him something, he don't listen to you, right? So obviously he goes on at like a sort of a tantrum, and he tells you all the names under the sun.
His mother got rid of him.
His mum got rid of him for a reason. My mum's looking after him on my dad's side, and we're having a lot of problems. We've been telling, right, you've got to stay in, and he goes, oh, bloody won't stay in, and all that. We're like sort of isolated.
So would you like to tell, oh, Boris, how about you, darling? Come and look after him.
Yeah.
Because you don't know nothing
And
about
then
life.
what the police have got now is the rights to actually enforce, right, their rights to arrest people or fine them if they get to the highest end of it. They will be able to arrest them. But the thing is, think how many people would be getting arrested in the UK for disobeying people and all that. There's not going to be enough prisons to hold everybody.
But you tell Boris, you come and look after somebody who's mental, and you tell them to do as you want, right? You do it.
Yeah.
Because you do it to somebody who's in their 50s, who doesn't understand.
And then I got my other brother taking the piss and stuff and all that. He's a bit drunk and all that. He drinks alcohol. So he's in there like taking the piss out of my mum because I'm doing this video and stuff. So, I mean, so obviously we've got two people in the house, right, with us, right? Got the one who drinks a lot, and then we've got the other one who's like mentally disabled in the head and don't listen to everybody. And that's the one that starts swearing and cursing and all that kind of stuff.
And I'll tell what's really funny. Yeah, we did get social services over them one day. And I said to them one day, oh, do you know what it's like to look after somebody who's mental like that? And they said, no.
Of course they don't.
We just read out of a book.
They read out of a book,
come on,
but they don't do the actions themselves.
Me. I could read out of a book as well, but that don't mean me I don't have experience.
Yeah, to be an expert, yeah, you've got to have them.
Lives with them
24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you could do at that point, if the social services could do at that point, then they would know that they're looking after people or something. But they're not professionals. They only just basically try and put kids into care, and that's all they give a damn about.
Oh, did you get social service down there? Well, what's the point? They just read out of books. They don't know what it's really like.
Yeah, but the thing is, guys and girls, what's going on, right? I'll tell you what, there's going to be even a bigger crisis than the virus we've got now, the Covid-19. Because if they start arresting everybody in the country, right, and put everybody into prison, oh my God, do you know what that's going to be? That's going to be a bit like one of those other countries, like the ones where they go around. They got drones now. They're watching people with drones. For God's sakes, it's like Big Brother. Italy. Got the one in UK. It's that by what's that place called in the UK? Because I was just looking on there just a minute ago about it.
Derby.
No, is it something called District?
Oh, it's what about Derby?
Yeah, well, Derby as well. Apparently, people were going out. On that video I saw, right, on the TV, people were separated. They had like the family of wife or husband and wife together, which don't matter because if he's got the virus, she's got the virus. So it don't make much difference in that way of them being separated in the first place. But as you could see on the news, right, they were separated. There was no one else on there walking up the mountains and all that kind of stuff on the greens.
This place was India.
India. Yeah. Oh, yeah, people in India now, the police are going around whipping people like it's some sort of barbaric thing going on.
Yeah, we saw it on TV.
And that's absolutely disgusting.
And that was on TV.
And there's this, this was on TV. We were watching it on the news with police going around forcing it's like they've become sort of the mafia or something. It's like, I mean, obviously, I get where the police are going with this, because it's a form of dictatorship stuff. Like, they're having the powers to enforce it on people now so they can beat them up and do whatever they wanted to do, people. But I think if it gets to that point, then, and people end up getting arrested and going to prison, there's not going to be enough prisons. And they're putting innocent people away.
Yeah,
No, wait a minute.
You know that 50-year-old, when we tell about it, he says,
don't be stupid, I know.
Stupid or don't be daft.
Yeah, don't be daft, yeah. But the thing is, right, my half-brother in there doesn't get it, right, that basically you can't go out and about, and it's hard to tell someone like that, and then he goes, I will go out, I'm not being bored staying in all day and all that. And I think to myself, well, then okay, go out then, get arrested. And think, if there's any other people, there's loads of people like that who are frustrated or depressed. And actually, the worst thing for a person to be depressed at that point is to stay in and stuff. But also, you've got to acknowledge the people out and about. Now, if you see people and there's like loads of people there, make sure you don't go near them or wear a mask. I mean, I think and actually, what's that now? All the doctors and nurses now are running out of respirators and masks. Their husbands and wives have to share the same mask. So that means if you've got the Covid-19, guys and girls, you're risking your husband or your wife that disease to go into a mask. So you're basically sharing the same air as him or her, depending on the circumstances. Now, does Boris Johnson care about that? Obviously, he's putting 200 and something billion pounds or something to help the NHS, but that still ain't going to protect them. They need the proper gear, and if they don't get the proper gear, then they're putting their lives at risk. And I think, to be honest, Boris Johnson does not know how to run this country properly. I mean, I gave him a fair chance when he first came in, and I thought, fantastic, this is good. But now we're hit a crisis to the point where all these people are getting the viruses now, and we've got to stay in, or some people got to go out because we've got to get shopping. And also, it says on the actual news today, necessities. You can only go out for necessities. So why is people going out buying cigarettes, buying tobacco, and buying alcohol? That's not a necessity, guys and girls.
It's the care people.
Yeah, that's some of the people from the NHS. I saw some people the other morning. It was like 7:30, and they had these like little carers badges or NHS badges, and there's a couple of people coming in and out, and they're from the NHS themselves, and they're coming out with crates of beer. I mean, come on, guys and girls. I mean, what are you doing?
They forgot to bring their badge with them.
Yeah, and one of them forgot to bring their badge with them, and then we had the security guard say, "Go on, go through then." Obviously, if it was me, if I was a security guard in any supermarkets at all, right, I'd say, right, I want to see that badge, right? And if you haven't got the badge on yet, get to the back of the line. It doesn't matter if you're a part of the NHS, right? If you've got the badge, that's fine. You're all welcome to go in. But if you haven't, then you have to get to the back of the line because but they could be lying. They could be saying, "Oh, I'm part of the NHS." They should have like a background check on them before to make sure, but they don't do it. But this is the thing, guys and girls. If you've got the NHS badge and you're doing all your hard work and stuff, why the hell is some of the people there
to get their shopping?
Yeah.
Why come out
with booze and alcohol and crates of beer? That's what I'm trying to think as well.
Maybe one of them,
I don't know, but anyway, guys and girls. I mean, the NHS at the moment are doing a fantastic job, but I think if for necessity-wise, if you're going in to buy necessities, it's got to be toilet rolls and your food. Now, alcohol to me is not food. It's not food at all. Or maybe hand sanitizers as well. If you're for your hand sanitizers and everything, if you want to buy it for your hand sanitizers to clean your hand, wash it and all that, or wash your face, then it's also that would be the better way for it. But anyway, guys and girls, it is the 27th, Friday the 27th of March, 2020. It's 1:39 a.m. in the morning. Got 47% battery life. But if you guys and girls agree with me on it, do agree with me on it. If you don't, you don't. Up likes and down likes. I don't mind. I just want to get your guys and girls' opinions. But I think necessity-wise, alcohol should not be on the list. I mean, this is cans of beer. You cannot use...
Tobacco.
Yeah, and tobacco as well. And cigarettes people go out with and stuff. And I think, to be honest, people do that kind of stuff and all that. Why are you buying this for when it's not a necessity? It's not like you can actually keep it and all that. You can keep them in the cupboard and stuff. But I think in the mornings, like at that early hour in the morning, it's about 7, I think it's 7:30 in the morning. I think that's a crazy time and stuff to buy alcohol. And I mean, it must be desperate or something. But Anyway, guys and girls, cheers for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.